Hello, everyone. We are working this little mechanical stuff out. Hold on, hold on. We are so glad to see you today. It is a wonderful day in the neighborhood. And on top of that, guess what? It's close. We're getting close, Jasmine, to guess what? We're getting close to Valentine's Day.
I'm excited.
I am too. Hello, everybody. This is Sharon C. Jenkins, the Master Communicator. And I am thrilled beyond thrilled because I have the sensational interviewer of all the world. As you can see, I'm a little prejudiced. Miss Jack Anderson is in the place, and it is my distinct honor to be interviewed by her because she has interviewed some of the greats. I remember we were at, I think it was an Urban League National Conference, and she was doing what Anthony Anderson, she was talking to him. And then there's numerous football players that she knows on a personal name basis that we the headlines. So, it is my distinct honor to be interviewed by her today. Hi, Jasmine. Tell the people a little bit about you.
Yes, so as Sherry spoken about, letting you all know that I am actually big in the media space. I've interviewed a lot of people in my journalism years of what I've been studying. I'm an author, an entrepreneur, and it's just beautiful to be here today to kind of see more about your new book that you have going on and everything. So I'm excited to hear some details about this love story. Who doesn't love love? And it all starts with self-love first. So I'm excited to kind of hear more about that. But yes, I've done a lot of things. I've been blessed with in my businesses with JTV1, the network that we're continuing to build, and created some well-known books that are behind me. So it's been a beautiful journey, and I'm excited to see things continue to unfold this year.
Wow. Well, I needed someone to help me share with you my reason why for celebrating authors, especially during the month of Loveberry. All right, February. Just take the bell
Yes,
out with Loveberry.
I like that. Yes, I like that.
Burt Bacharach. Unfortunately, he passed away today, but one of his most famous songs is "What the World Needs Now is Love." And so, that's the whole premise that we are going to be talking about today. My reason why, as the visionary behind this initiative, but also my reason why I decided to step out of the nonfiction genre into the fiction genre. So I couldn't think of anybody else who could interview me any better than my beautiful friend, Jasmine Anderson. So we are going to switch places, and I'm be the interviewee and she's the interviewer. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay, well, I am so glad to have you here. We are excited to talk about your new book, which is The Untold Love Story, the Virtuous Woman Series, Book 1. I am just loving this book. I keep saying, you know what, this book is going to be a movie. So one of my first questions for you, I'm so glad to have you, Ms. Sharon C. Jenkins. What define love for us?
Well, what I believe love is, it is how can I say it? It's more than a feeling. It's a lifestyle. It's putting the person or the object or the entity before yourself and embracing them and honoring them for who they are. Okay. And recognizing that, making a choice to say, I choose to love you because you are loved. You deserve to be loved. We all need love. We all need that affirmation. We all need to love ourselves. We all need to love that higher power. For me, it's Jesus. We all need love. So love for me is the acknowledgement of the fact that you are beautiful, that you are wonderful, that you are fearlessly and wonderfully made, that you are human and you are a master creation. And I adore you. That's what love is to me.
I love that. Oh, well, while we on this and you sharing about love, then let us know too about a little bit more about your novel, because it's just the title in itself is so beautiful, The Untold Story.
Well, the Untold Love Story had its origin in the fact that there are a lot of women, young, old, a lot of girls, unfortunately, who are being raised in households where they either don't know their dad or their dad hasn't abandoned them, and they don't have that male influence in their lives. And so, in a way, that is an untold love story in their lives. They don't get an opportunity to know the shepherding, the covering, the protection, the instruction, and the love from a male influence. And so, because of the number of divorces, separations, because of the world idea of what marriage is now, there is still that missing element. And that element is that male, that righteous male influence in the lives of young women, girls, and older women who have just been raised in homes that don't have the privilege of having a male influence. Now, I know in the world we live in, there may be some controversy about what I'm about to say, and I'm okay with the controversy, but I've been around for a while, 6 decades.
Oh, now.
And,
You
and
don't
that's
look like it. Come on. Yes.
and that's a while. And my observation has been from not just my own life, but my observation has been that we are loveless in that particular area, or we don't get an opportunity to write that story because it's just not there. But that's a lie, because we have a heavenly Father, and that heavenly Father has said that he is our sufficiency. And when we seek him and when we surrender that place inside of us to his love, to his healing, then we're put in a different dimension. Actually, I think, this is just me, I think in some instances we are at an advantage because the love of our Heavenly Father is pure, is unconditional. Okay, there are no, it's not wrapped in expectations. The only expectation is fellowship with the Father. So that's one of the wonderful reasons why I wrote the book. And plus, romance to me is brain candy. Who doesn't love love? You said that earlier. Who doesn't love love? Who doesn't love to be loved? Okay, we go through to great lengths to establish love relationships. Little girls envision their prince on a white horse with
True.
playing with Barbie, you know what I mean, or whatever. But I'm sharing I'm talking particularly to the audience of young women and also older women and girls who were raised in fatherless households, be it the father was there and he wanted a son And so you were never good enough for him because you didn't come in the gender that he wanted you to come in, or you just didn't have a father. And that is an area that I felt that God wanted me to address. And believe it or not, I address it in this Untold Love Story. I show how you can get that fulfillment in your life, that missing piece of who you are. Okay, I think I answered your question.
No, you really did. That was beautiful. Well put. I love that. The fact that you shared about the novel and just about romance as well, your reasoning for it. I want to ask you too about your love story, since we're talking about love story. Tell us a little bit about your love story.
Well, there's nothing like that first love. Excuse me. That first love will set the, how can I say it, the parameters for
Mhm.
every and any love in your life. That's why it's very important that you hold on to your heart long enough and not give it away to somebody who's going to be careless with it. Okay. That's why it's very important, because your heart is, we think with our brain, but we feel with our heart. And it's nothing like the heart wanting what it wants. Your brain may say hot, the fire is hot. Your brain
Right.
may say run in the opposite direction, but your body, your will, your emotions will line up and you will run towards that thing that your heart wants. So, my first love was my high school sweetheart. And, what do you know in high school?
Right. You finding out love, you
Yeah,
out there. Yes.
you
Finding
don't
out about
know.
yourself.
No, you don't know anything about love, but you know that it is, you know what you feel. Now, sometimes it's borderline lust, sometimes it's borderline infatuation, sometimes you want to act out what you read in a romance novel, um, all of those things. So, my first exposure to love, I've always been boy crazy. As some people, hey, I don't
Right
mind.
around that age, most people
Yes,
are. Or reverse. Yes.
I've always been boy crazy. So I really, I had lots of loves because I read a lot of romance novels. And my main claim to fame was I was looking for that kind of love, the love that I found in the pages of books in relationships with real people. And believe you me, that don't work.
Right. For real.
That don't work as a teenager, as a mature individual. uh, my love has been uh, discovering self-love. I was a daughter raised in a house, so I never really got an opportunity to know my dad. And I had to find that missing piece, that puzzle. And it wasn't until I fell in love with God and fell in love with his son that I found that missing piece. Well, the next piece of that puzzle was to learn to love myself. Because when you don't know who or what you're connected to or where you came from, it's like the waves of an ocean. You just get tossed to and fro because you don't have a solid foundation. So in this book, this wonderful, beautiful young woman, sheltered by her dad, but never loved by him. She was an asset to his kingdom. And he made sure she had everything she needed. There wasn't anything that she wanted that she could not have
Oh, wow.
except for his heart.
Wow.
And So I wrote the book with this particular character because we as women, sometimes we don't know what to do with that missing link or that missing puzzle piece in our lives. And we start emulating or trying to mold and shape others into that, what we perceive we're missing, projecting those images on the men in our lives. For me, since I was boy crazy, in the men in our lives, and we're constantly getting our heart broke. Why? Simply because we didn't have the proper image or role model in the beginning. Now, there were some great things that the king modeled before his daughter: his love for country and his love for his people. So when it came to being a royal princess, she started off a princess. When it came to being a royal, she had that down pat. She knew how to run a kingdom. But sometimes when we have that crack in our hearts, it can hamper the way that we show up when we are given our assignment, our life assignment. And so this book talks about how she maneuvers and how God helps her to find her pathway to the place where her heart is healed. And actually, authors write or writers write about what they know about, and you will see a part of my journey in Queen Zara's life. So I hope I answered your question.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm already feeling like it's a part 2 since it said volume 1. So I'm really excited to see how it kind of leaves off, at the end.
Well, part 2, and I promised 2 spoilers. That's what I did. So part 2 is going to be about fighting for what you love.
I like that.
Yeah, that's what part 2 is going to be about. And part 3 is going to be about family and relationships.
Oh, come on now. Yes. So once I read it, I'm gonna be looking for the movie. So yes, I love it. It's such a beautiful story and something people definitely need to actually embrace, in love and how we treat people and how we show our, like you said, whether it's your children or your significant other, love. So I love that. I really do. Okay, so tell me, go
Even
ahead.
Jasmine, about how you love yourself, because
True.
when you don't know where you come from, then people can come in and redefine who you are, and you can totally miss what it is that you need in order to work out your life purpose. And we're talking Black History Month. So what happened when the slaves came from Africa to this land? They were their identities were totally erased. The sense of family was totally destroyed. And they were molded and shaped for the purpose of their master. And so we have to be very careful and make sure that the way we envision ourselves lines up with God's original intent for us, so that we can walk in the fullness of who we are here on the earth, what we're called to be. Okay. And we have to be very careful that we don't allow other people to define what that is, because authenticity is the way you climb the ladder of success. People are looking for the real you. And if you show up in the counterfeit, they're going to misjudge, miscalculate, and misestimate who you are. Okay, I'm ready for the next question.
I like that. No, that's true. Those were some great gems. I agree. You have to show up as yourself. So that's beautiful. Well, before we go, I definitely want to hear any of advice you might have or thoughts for aspiring writers.
Well, one of the things I would say to aspiring writers, do not pick up your pen if you ain't serious. If this is just a stepping stone to your becoming famous or an influencer, don't pick up the pen. Don't pretend to be something that you're not. The truth of the matter is, if you have enough money, you can buy anything. You can pay somebody to write a book for you. You can pay to be on the New York Times bestselling list if you have enough money. But for us, for the people who are genuine about this craft, who are true artists, who want to revolutionize the world with this pen, the truth of the matter is, show us the respect that we deserve, because the pen has changed nations. The other thing I would say, if you are serious, make sure you study your craft.
I like that.
Find someone who is showing up the way that you believe you're supposed to show up in the industry. Get to know them. With social media, they are as close as a social media post or a follow or a thumbs up or something. They are very, very close. You can reach out to people that you would never, ever be able to sit down at a coffee table with and drink a cup of coffee, or at a bar, and sit down and drink a drink with them. On social media, the barriers are down, and you can find out what's going on in the head and the heart of these people and figure out how they're posturing themselves for success. Okay. And so if you want to do it, do it. Don't let fear stand in the way, but make sure you want to do it, because writing books ain't for punks.
Right. I agree.
If you're going to do it the right way, writing books ain't for punks. But if you have a passion to do it, I can tell you right now, there are tons of experts out there who are looking to help you make your place in this marketing world, this book marketing world. And they want to help you simply because they have a genuine love for the craft. They are true artists. Look for them. They're out there. They're waiting for you.
Come on, yes. Man, if y'all don't give Miss Jenkins a round of applause, that was amazing. Like, I feel so good in a sense of hearing about this love story, puts you in a love mood, wanting to give more love, feel love, surround yourself with people who are loving. And then just the gem you just gave, take it serious. Whatever it is you want to do in life, be serious about it. Learn more about your craft and what you need to do, and use those skill sets, as well as use your social media. So I love all of the information you gave. I have to finish the book, complete the book. If you don't have the book, make sure y'all go get the book. You can download it and you can order it. So it's available paperback, it's available. You can look at on ebook, like however you need to read the book, it's available. So make sure y'all go get the book. I'm excited. I have it on ebook. I'm gonna have to order the paperback though, since I can have it on hand as well. So I love it. And go ahead.
I have one more thing. In the paperback book, I added 3 chapters. In the ebook, it ends after her father dies. But in the paperback book, there are 3 additional chapters, because people are going to want to know what happened between Princess and her love interest. They're going to want to know. And I did that strategically, because if you're really interested in the story, just like when you look at your favorite television series or Netflix show, whatever, you're going to want to pick that paperback up. And the audiobook is coming soon. Give us another couple of months. We are auditioning for narrators. And baby, when you hear your book come alive, that's all I can
It's
say.
like magic. It's like, did I write that? Are these good words? Hold
Yes,
on.
that's it.
It's
That's it.
beautiful.
And you
And
have
I'm
a book that's
excited.
coming out soon. What is that?
Yes, so I have a book coming out in September, Media Magnet, but I start pre-orders tomorrow. So people can get it early. They'll get a lot of bonus things for signing up and purchasing their spot already. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, Media Magnet, it's going to help people who want to learn more about media, how to use it in their business, and just to know, because it's everywhere, it's all around us. So you have to be plugged in, you have to know what's going on with technology and how best to use it. So I'm excited to give that information out.
And one other thing, we have we went all out with this book. We have a lot of confidence. We have a poster, and that's on Super Author Superstore poster for the Untold Love Story. And then we have a song, I Am Love, created by Rags, the rapper.
Oh, look at you, got a song for the book. Yes.
Yeah, you can go to Shopify and get this song. You know, sometimes the crown is on a little crooked, baby, but straighten it up and be the queen that you are. All right now? Okay.
Hey, yes, so, I'm here for
yes. There's some this, how can I say it? My purpose was to make this book an experience that would cross generational lines. And I could, you know, you'll hear the grandma Jenkins in there. I mean, her name is the character's name, or her position is Aya, and she is a mentor. So you'll see a little bit of me in there. But Princess Zara is large and in charge just because, and people may think that this little 21-year-old girl, a woman, because that's what she is, 21-year-old woman is just this little, yes, this little meek woman being controlled by her daddy. But baby, she gonna show y'all something. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Y'all better get that book. Y'all better read that book. It's a beautiful story. Beautiful story. I'm almost finished. Well, I'm so excited. Congratulations again on everything you're doing. I can't wait to hear the audio when it's released and the movie when it's released, because I know that's after the writing. Yes.
Brilliant Women in Film, Joan Montreal. Actually, we were looking at doing the screenplay first, but she said, no, write the book first, Mama J. Write the book first, Miss Jenkins. Write the book first. Yes. And I've written the book, so get ready, because it's coming.
Oh, it's
I like mixing things up, Jasmine. I like mixing things up. You're not going to be bored, baby.
No, 2023, baby. Y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out. I'm really excited. Like I said, I cannot wait. Congratulations again on completing this and all of the success coming your way. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, sweetie. Thank you very much. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. For those who are listening to the replay, don't forget, you can go to Spotify and you can get your copy of I Am Love. Woo! You can stream it, baby, by Rags. And also you can go to Super Author Superstore and get your copy of the poster. And also, if you're in Houston, we're actually going to be doing a book signing on the 19th at the Kingdom Builders Center. And you want to be there because we're going to have fun. And I'm actually going to do a bit of a reading. So anyway, we got a lot going on, but you know what? That's the way we roll, right, Jasmine?
Hey, you got to keep it going, keep it moving. Yes, I love it. Well, it's surprising. Thank you again for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, Jasmine, how can people find you? What's your website address?
Right, JasmineAnderson.com. My social media is at Jasmine Anderson Official. So JAZMIN Anderson. You should be able to find me on Twitter, Instagram. Like I said, my website to see what's new coming up. And yeah, Jasmine Anderson, just look that up. Thank you so much. Yeah, so y'all stay tuned. And again, congratulations. I'm so excited for you. And hey, she has a lot more surprises for y'all. Y'all stay tuned.
They're coming. They're coming. I can't wait to do book 2. All right.
I'm excited.
Well, today we talked a little bit about love and my love for authors, my love for the craft, my love for this new book that I'm writing or have written, this new book series. But I want to say to you, I love you. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. And I write real stories. No glamour, no glitz, even though, I like to throw some sparkles in there every now and then, and maybe some glitter. But I'm sharing this with you. There's nothing phony here. There's nothing false here. I have a genuine love for you. And if you are an author or aspiring author and you want to be mentored, I'll be glad to step into the ring with you because I want you to show up to go up. Why? Because I have always loved authors. Well, have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow with a romance writer. And I was only going to do 14 days, Jasmine, but guess what? It's probably going to be till the end of the month because they keep coming.
I love it. I love it. Hey, all February, right? Love you, Larry.
Yes, love you, Larry. Yes. Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Thanks again, Jasmine.
You welcome.